Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Thryve. Today we got boxing and bodyweight workout number 2, 30-minute boxing and bodyweight workout number 2. Special treat for you. So we're going to start off with a warm-up. We'll start off with a warm-up with this. Going to be shadow box warm-up number 1, which means 30 seconds shadow box, 20 reps flutter kicks horizontal, 20 reps of alternating step back runs, and 20 reps of alternating plank up downs. We're going to do that for 2 rounds before we get into the work. Rest as needed. Good luck. Here we go. Round 1, shadow boxing. Out the gate, we're going to shadow box 1 minute. Boom. So here's your opportunity to get loose. Get ready. Boom. Do whatever you like to do. Boom. So if you're not familiar with shadow boxing, it's basically like fighting an invisible opponent, right? You can use your punches, right? Arms, legs, knees, elbows. When you shadow box, you can use a little bit of everything, okay? So you'll see me here in the video. Boom. I'm throwing punches. I'm throwing knees. I'm throwing kicks. Even though this is a boxing workout, I want you to allow the shadow boxing warm up to open you up completely, right? Horizontal scissor kicks. Let's get it. So in the horizontal scissor kicks, we're on our back, hands underneath my hips, scissoring, alternating, right? Motion is a rep, guys. Every other motion is a rep. So it's like this: one, boom, 2, boom, 3, like that, up to 20. All right. Every other rep is a motion up to 20 reps. Also notice how I like to have my head off the ground. That gives me extra core contractions. The core exercise, you might feel it in hip flexors as well, but it's primarily a core exercise, lower core. And if you keep your head off the ground, like I'm looking at my feet here, you'll feel your upper core contracting as well. Again, very simple, basic, easy to do, but also get your core lightened up so get your body ready to go. And time up next, alternating step back lunge. So again, 20 reps on this guy as well. I'm gonna alternate, I'm gonna switch. This one's super simple. I'm gonna step back, boom, hit the lunge. As you know, 90-degree angle at the bottom of the motion at both kneecaps is my goal. I can tap my knee to the floor, I have no problem. I'm on a soft surface, I can tap my knee to the floor on the back leg, boom, no problem. Number 3, upright posture. All right, get that breathing going, upright posture. Now once again, we are in warm-up mode. Now, we could take this to another level and do jumping split squat. Doing all that wild stuff. You may not have the energy, the wherewithal, you may not just be warmed up enough to get to that. And that is okay. We can keep it simple, because again, on the warm-up, we're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I should say on the workout, we're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why the warm-up is basic. All right, and then moving on. Up next, alternating plank lunges. Boom. So alternate right into that. Or I should say I transition right into that, and boom, here I go. Each motion is a rep. So every time I go up and down on one side, that's 1. Up and down on the other side, that's 2, right? So up on the left, down on the left, that's a rep. Up on the right, down on the right, that's a rep. Boom. So every time I do a motion, up and then down, that's a rep. Also, if you have to pause, if you have to freeze, if you have to catch your breath, pause at the top, push-up position, right? Notice my back is flat, hips are up. Notice my neck is mostly neutral, right? In other words, I'm not pushing my neck, pushing my head toward the ground. Keeping a neutral spine and a neutral neck as much as possible. That allows me to maintain core tension while also having a safe posture for my spine. And then boom, so that is the end of round 1. Now it's time to get some rest. You can take 20 to 90 seconds to get your rest time in there, right? Even 30 seconds is just perfectly fine. Grab some water if you like, or walk around hands above your head, right? Catch your breath, and we're gonna hit it again. Here we go. Round 2, shadow boxing warm up. Round 2, let's go. Again, I love the shadow boxing as a part of my warm-up. I do shadow boxing in a couple of different ways. Sometimes I do it with free here with no resistance whatsoever. Many times I do it with resistance on my arms and legs, feet, right? Just a couple of different ways you can do resistance. You can even do shadow boxing with a weighted vest. Your body hyped for the workout. It allows you to put your body in a position where you're practicing your technique, so that when you get on the bag, it's time to get to work, your technique is solid, okay? Boom, time with that. Back to our scissors. Boom, horizontal scissors on the back. Boom, alternating. Hands underneath my hips, head up, looking at my feet, and under and over, under, over, under, over. 2 motions is 1 rep. Once again, horizontal scissors. Other warm-ups we can do if you wanted something more intense, if you wanted something more kind of like, kind of shock the system kind of a thing. I have that in the Pantheon. I have that in the app for sure. But if you're ready, or if you're willing, or if you just really can value a warm-up like this, that's something that's a little bit more practical, a little bit more that you can sink your teeth into before you go hard. This is it. Okay, boom, we're done with that one. Now, alternating step back lunge. Once again, on that same theme. This is not explosive, but you can be explosive, okay? Boom. You can turn this into a jumping split squat, right? You can even add like a burpee to this if you wanted to be real crazy with it, right? But the idea is we are expending, or we're getting ready to do some hard work, and we're going to expend the majority of our energy on the workout itself, not on the warm-up. That's not to say that your warm-up cannot be more dynamic. It absolutely can be. But the idea of the way that I designed this, right, for beginner to intermediate people, is my goal for Then again, if you are a little bit more on the end of the intermediate or toward the advanced, hey man, do your warm up that gets you pumped. Do what you need to do, or take this to the next level. Okay, boom, that's it. Moving on, alternating up down. So a plank position. This is like a moving plank on my toes, on my forearms, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right, down on the right. This is a really good upper body and core warm up and even workout depending upon how you want to use it, right? Up on the left, down on the left, up on the right, down on the right. Boom, let's get it. Now, once again, keep in mind on the plank up downs, I'm keeping my back relatively straight or mostly straight. I'm also trying to keep a neutral neck. If I need to pause, peep the technique. If I need to pause, I'm pausing at the top in a push-up position. I'm not pausing at the bottom. Pausing at the bottom is not bad. It's not so bad actually. Bottom or top in this particular case is not so bad. But I'm not completely quitting. I'm not completely like going flat with my face on the ground and just like, oh, I'm dead, right? Pause at the top if possible. And time. Okay. So once again, grab yourself a little quick break, grab yourself some water, and now it is time. You are sufficiently warmed up. Congratulations. It is time to get to this phenomenal workout I have for you. That is the end of the warm-up. We're coming up on boxing, round 1. So once again, this is the boxing and bodyweight workout. 35-minute workout, 30 minutes if you cut out the cool down. Starting with jab, cross, hook body, hook head, and then rear hook. Then we're going to go to a leapfrog with 2 step back lunges. That's all you need to know for now. I'll get you caught up on the rest when the time comes. So boom, we're on the bag, we're on the gloves. Ding, ding. Have the jab, cross, double hook, and then the rear hook. Once again, watch close. Jab, cross, hook body, hook head, and then rear hook. Boom, right? Beautiful. Once again, jab, cross, hook body, hook head, rear hook. Boom. I should also mention this is coming from the southpaw stance. If you didn't peep that technique, southpaw stance. Also, peep the ankle weights, right? Boom, 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 boom. Peep the ankle weights. I love to do that just because I know it's going to be a hard workout. I know it's going to be a lot of core involved. I want to use the ankle weights to challenge my core. You don't have to do that, but if you're a boss, boom, boom, like me, you can. Boom, okay? Once again, one more time. Jab, cross, hook body, hook head. Boom, finish. Rear hook to the head. Now, leapfrog to 2 step back lunges up next. Boom, ding, ding. Right now. In this one, you can keep your gloves off if you like, or keep them on, right? You can shove it, you can throw your gloves off, or you can keep them on. Just keep in mind, you want to be moving quickly. If you throw your gloves off and on, you want to be moving quickly so that you can transition and get on the bag and stay on time, stay on the timing, stay on point. That said, you do not have to take off your gloves on this one. Boom. So once again, you notice I have my gloves on. Leapfrog. Boom. 2 step back lunge. Hit it. Boom. And then boom. Simple, right? With the gloves on. Leaping forward. Pushing off the toes. Boom. Swinging the arms. And then leap. And then lunge backwards. Boom. Boom. Yes. Once again. Right? Leaping forward. Pop. And then lunging back. Boom. Boom. Notice I'm taking my time with this one. This one's not designed to be super explosive. It is explosive, but you don't have to go nuts, right? This is not about speed. This is about balance, power, right? Explosiveness, power, and then balance with the power with the leapfrog, and then balance with the step back lunge. This is not about speed. Boom. Now, We're going to go back on the bag in a second. We're going to add a duck under cross. Boom. And time. Boom. Once again, take a second. If you did, take your gloves off. This is your opportunity to throw them back on. If you have a chance, you can get a swig of water. The idea is you go hard on the bag, right? And then sometimes off the bag, some of the workouts will be on the harder side in terms of the intensity. It'll be up in intensity. But for the most part, in this workout, it's gonna be a lot of core and a lot of lower body stuff, right? So you can keep your intensity high on the bag. Boom, 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 boom. We're back on the bag. Boom, and we'll roll out duck under. All right, missed the cross on that one. Bop, bop, bop. Boom, roll out cross. Boom. Once again, this is southpaw, so you got to translate it if you're orthodox. So jab cross, hook, hook, rear hook, roll, cross. Boom, beautiful. Once again, pop, right? Little razzle dazzle, jab cross, hook body, hook head, rear hook, roll, boom, finish. Beautiful, right? So once again, this is for my intermediate and maybe even my advanced folks. Okay, if you're not sure what the heck is going on, you might want to go to one of the more simpler boom combinations, or simpler classes, or more simple workouts that I have in the app. Pop, 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 boom. Or you can slow this one down, boom. Or you can slow this one down and steady it a little bit before you get to workout mode. And time. Once again, grab a swig of water. We'll be back in 15. Let's get it. Ding, ding, we're back again. Again, on the core, slow bicycle. Once again, weighted slow bicycle, because remember, I got the ankle weights on. You don't have to, I just wanted to, because I wanted to have that a little bit higher level difficulty, a little bit higher level intensity. That's why I have the ankle weights. Boom. Now, Pete, I'm doing opposite arm, opposite leg, or I should say opposite elbow, knee. Boom, the twist, okay? Left elbow goes to the right knee, vice versa. Notice the motion with the legs. It's kind of like a bicycle motion. It's also a mixture of in-out motion. It's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. You can do either one. But the main thing is my feet are not resting. They're in and out. My feet are not resting on the floor at all whatsoever. I'm still moving, I'm twisting, and my head is up. Boom, and 3, 2, 1, time. Now we're gonna add a second cross. All right, I got a little stretch. Back on the bag, we're gonna add a second cross. So remember, we added a rollout to that original combo, rollout cross, and then we'll add another cross, right? So we're gonna cross twice, okay? Peep the technique. After you grab your swig of water, I'm walking you through it. I'm giving you the heads up. So if you're not sure what the heck is going on, this is your opportunity to dial in, okay? Lock in, get ready. Once again, I mentioned this is not a beginner workout. This is more intermediate to advanced. Pop, 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 boom, roll, cross, cross again, boom. All right, bang, we're back at it. Boom, boom, boom. Jab cross, hook, 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 rear hook, roll, cross, cross, boom, bam. And once again, keep in mind, boom, 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 boom. If you trained with me before, at any capacity, whether it's in person or online, you're punching from your toes, guys. Pop, 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 boom, boom, boom. Punching from your toes. That's really important because boxing ideally should be a full body workout. If you're just using your arms, a couple of things are going to happen. You're going to wear out your arms, you're going to wear out your upper body, you're not using your lower body, and you're not even punching with proper technique or power, okay? Pop, 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 boom, whoa, boom, boom. So make sure you're punching from your toes. That's the chain reaction. Toes, hips, shoulders, and then the fist. Okay, time. Grab a swig of water, we're back at it. Let's get it. Boom, once again, we're back to the leapfrog with the step back lunges. Look at how beautifully simple this workout is. Don't you love it? Didn't even have to take your gloves off. Boom, you're welcome. And boom. Once again, the leapfrog is about that one explosive move, boom, and then balance on the step back lunge. The step back lunge is a little harder than I might make it look, okay? Look at the gracefulness, okay? Look at the smoothness, okay? Peep the technique, okay? Peep the grace, okay? You should have this level 2, all right? This is what we're working you up to. Boom, right? And then step back, boom, and then boom, upright posture, boom, and then when I do my leapfrog, exploding from my toes, boom, landing mid-foot. On the heels if I have comfortable surface or comfortable shoes. Boom. Coming back to the bag, right? Throw your gloves back on. Grab a swig of water. 20 seconds is not a whole lot of time for you to do a whole lot of like rest and recovery stuff. It's just enough. It's like just barely enough for an intermediate to beginner to do that rest and recovery. So the idea is you don't do a whole lot in that time. So I designed this so you don't have to do a whole lot. Hopefully you kept your gloves on. Boom, because we're already back on the bag. Let's go. Pop, pop, pop. The original combo. Rear, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, you see that triple jab? Woo-hoo. Add a triple jab at the back end, all right, of the combo. We're adding to the combo. So boom, boom, boom. We're 2 crosses, boom, and then triple. 1, 2, 3, bam. That triple cross looked like some Roy Jones Jr. You see that? Pop, pop. Yeah. little razzle dazzle, pop, pop, pop. You can do that too. Boom, 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 and then pop, pop, pop. Train with me, you can do that too, because I'm punching from my toes, not from my arms, and getting the alignment. Okay, pop, pop, pop. We warmed up properly. So our body has the proper alignment and got the proper technique. Before we hit the workout, we primed properly. One more time on the bag. Jab, cross, hook body, hook head, rear hook, roll. Boom, 2 crosses, and then triple jab out. Pop, pop, pop. Beautiful time. We're back on the floor. Let's get it. Let's go back to the slow bicycles, and boom. Notice the twist. Notice knee to opposite elbow. Notice my head is off the ground. Notice my feet also are not touching the ground. And one more thing, peep this. Notice my head is not touching the ground either. Okay, my head is off the ground. That allows me to have a complete core contraction. I'm contracting my complete, what they call rectus abdominis, 6-pack if you will, the front part of the abs. All of it is activated, right? The lower part and the top part, and even a little bit of oblique work, right? All of it's activated, all of it's turned on, all of it's working, but primarily I'm working my lower abdomen, if you're wondering. Primarily my lower abdomen. Boom, 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 2, 1, and time. Now in these cases, I love to end with a freestyle round, because now we just went over a whole lot of technique in one smash, in one go. So now freestyle round allows you to explore, allows you to get busy, allows you to kind of express yourself, right? So instead of me telling you what the combo is, you make up the combo yourself on the fly, freestyle, okay? Make up the combo yourself on the fly. You can work on your jab, your cross, your hook. You can do one punch over and over again, right? Work on your movement, boom, boom, whatever you feel, okay? Boom, pop, 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 boom, right? Don't think too much. Don't be too much in your head about it. Yeah? Just let yourself go. Pop, 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 boom, boom. It's like dancing. Pop, pop, pop. Let yourself go. Have some fun. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. And many times if I have a class and have a freestyle session, even though it's a boxing class, I'll let people do kickboxing in the freestyle session, because again, I want you to open up. I want you to be free. And some of the people I work with, sometimes they have a greater affinity for the kickboxing than they do the boxing, so they really look forward to this opportunity. Boom. Also notice here, I switched my stance. Boom. I don't know if you peeped that. I've been doing the whole workout orthodox, but right here, boom. The whole workout southpaw, but here, orthodox. Boom, and time. Once again, water break, and take a 90-second water break. That was a really hard first round workout. 90 seconds max, but after that, we're back at it, okay? Coming up, round 2. Boxing, round 2. Let's get it. Welcome back to Bodyweight Boxing. 30-minute workout number 2. We're on round 2. Rear hook to the body, lead hook to the head, and then a rear hook to the head, followed with a double jab. Then I'll give you the workout when it comes time. If you want, you can pause this so you can look down it, but I'm going to give you the rundown as we get to it, okay? So boom, we're back on the bag. I'm back on the southpaw style, okay? I got my weights on. Check me out. Rear hook, lead hook, and then a rear hook to the head, followed with a double jab. Look again, watch. Rear hook, lead hook, all body, and then a rear hook to the head, a third hook to the head on the rear hand, and then a double jab. Hook, 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 boom, boom, double jab, pop, pop. This is a beautiful combination. I love this because it's power, pop, 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 with a little finesse, pop, pop. Finishing with the rear hook is rare on the workout or on a bag work, boom, 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 but it feels so good. It feels so nice. It feels so right. Once again, hook, 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 boom, 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 right? Rear to the head, rear hook to the head, follows with a double jab, pop, 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 pop. Finish with a double jab, boom. Next, we're gonna do weighted jump squats coming up. Weighted jump squats, 2, 1, time, boom. So once again, as I mentioned earlier, you do not have to take off your gloves for the workout portion. You're welcome. So you should be using this 20 seconds to catch your breath. Maybe you walk around with your hands above your head. Maybe you grab a quick swig of water. Maybe you just sit down and contemplate your life. Whatever you gotta do. We're back to work in 3, 2, 1, boom. So now we're with the weighted jump squats. I got the ankle weights on, boom, and boom. And of course, if you don't have ankle weights on or a heavy vest, then you're just doing jump squats, boom. Either way, you're gonna get the burn of your life. Boom, we're in place. Super simple. Once again, what's beautiful about this training is that you don't need a whole lot to make it work. You just need a bag, some gloves, and then some space and some time. 30 minutes or less. The promise is get you fit, fighter fit in 30 minutes or less with these workouts, and that's what I'm trying to do for you. Boom, you got 15 seconds. Boom, 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 right. Boom, waving those arms. Boom, sitting back. Notice I'm getting a real squat in there, not some kind of baby squat, okay? Boom, for the sake of saving my legs. We're trying to burn here. Boom, get that real squat. Boom, try to get 90 degrees. Boom, nice. Now we're gonna add back to the bag. We're gonna add to our beautiful combo a double cross. We're gonna add 2 cross punches at the back end of the combo, right? Once again, we're back on the bag. Boom, pop, pop, pop. And then here's the double cross. Boom. Right there at the very end, we're adding the double cross on the back end of the combo. Once it hook, 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 double jab, and then pop, pop. Notice the double jab is nice and sweet, fast, right? Top, top. Touch them up. The double cross is hard. Pop, pop. Knock them out. Pop, pop, and boom, boom. Notice how I load the double cross versus how I load the double jab. Double jab is fast. Watch. 3 hooks of body. Pop, pop, pop. Double jab. Pop, pop. Boom, boom. Notice I do a full reload on the double cross because that's power. That's KO power right there on the double cross. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom. Double jab speed. Boom. Double cross power. Also notice how I'm floating to my lead side. You can see this is southpaw. Don't get it twisted. Boom, boom. We should do mirror the same thing if you're orthodox. And time. Back on the floor. Grab yourself some water. Let's get back after it. Give you 15 seconds. Let's go. Bam, so now I'm hugging the bag, okay? Now I'm gonna use the bag as a reference point. Alright, sit up hooks, boom, boom. Alright, nice and close to the bag, boom, boom, sit up hooks. If you have a swinging bag like I do, you can put the bag between the kneecaps. Boom, boom, keep it in place. And that extra squeeze ignites your core a little bit more than if it wasn't there. Boom, boom. If you have a standalone bag, like a bag with the base at the bottom, then you can wrap your feet around it or you can wrap your legs around the base. Pop, pop. Either way, squeeze the bag if you can, sit up hook, boom, boom. Right? That's some serious core contraction. We got the sit up, which is the upper part of the core, and we got the contraction by squeezing the bag with the lower part of the core and the inner thigh. Pop, pop, major core work. And then the hips are just, the hooks rather, are just for fun. Pop, pop, boom, time. Boom, back on the bag. Once again, you don't have to do anything with your gloves. You don't have to take them off, you can leave them on. Let's go. Boom, we're back on the bag. Now what are we adding next? Boom. So we're gonna add to this one. Boom. A cross and then a rear overhand. Boom. So we're adding a third cross and then an overhand. So peep the technique. 3 hooks. Pop, pop, pop. Double jab. Pop, pop. 2 crosses. Then the third cross, overhand. Boom. That's pop special right there, okay? That's a variation of pop special. Pop, pop, cross, 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 and then rear overhand. Boom. That 3 crosses and the overhand, that's pop special. Pop's my late great coach that taught me how to become not only boom, 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 a good fighter, boom, but he turned me into a great fighter. We lost him in 2017, rest in peace. That's one of his boom, 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 literally one of his boom, boom, boom main techniques, literally called pop special. Boom, time. You're welcome being introduced to that. Back to the weighted jumps. Boom, we're on weighted jump, squat, jump, squat, jump. Super simple. Bend those knees though. Here's what I want. I want you to bend those knees. I want you to try to get to close to 90-degree angle, at or close to 90-degree angle. Why do I say that? Because if you're doing jump squat and if you're just a regular normal human being who naturally, your body's going to want to take a shortcut. So your body's going to want to make that squat instead of a full squat, your body's going to want to make it like a puny squat, like a weak squat, right? And I'm even starting to do it right now. Look, boom. That squat is getting more and more shallow as it burns more, okay? You got to fight against that. Don't let your squat get shallow. You got to fight against that. Bend those knees. Boom. When it's burning, it's hard to tell how low you're really getting. Boom. Okay. Boom. We're back on the bag. We're going to add a heavy lead hook. Boom. Time. Well, good. Good job, guys. Good job. If you're getting this far, you're doing great. 15 seconds. We're back on it. Let's go. Beautiful. Back on the bag. 3 hooks, double jab, 3 crosses, an overhand pop special, and then boom, finishing with the heavy hook. If you're fighting somebody and they're still standing after all that, boom, and that heavy hook at the end doesn't drop them, run. Just run. It's not even worth it. Boom. Nice. Notice how I lean on that heavy hook. I put my body weight on it. Boom. Let's go. All right. Look, razzle dazzle. Check me out. Pop, pop, pop. Double jab. Pop, pop. Triple cross. Boom, boom. Overhand. Boom. Right. Boom. Boom. Heavy right. In your case, if you're orthodox, would be heavy left, right? Boom. From the southpaw. Pop, pop, pop. Double. Pop, pop. Triple. Boom, boom, boom. Overhand. pop special, whoosh, and then whoosh, crushing them. Notice how I like to put my body weight behind those overhand and behind that hook. Nice. Next, sit up, back hooks. Right back to a sit up, back hooks. Once again, catch your breath, grab some water. We're back at it. Let's go. Boom. Once again, squeeze the bag between the kneecaps. Sit up, 2 hooks. Boom. Big time core contraction. Boom, boom. Once again, big time core contraction. Boom, boom. You might notice in this entire workout, specifically off the bag work, I've left out a lot of the arm, upper body. I left out push-ups, right? We already did up downs, right? In terms of the upper body. Boom, boom. I left that out because you're already boxing and you're using you're using a lot of your upper body already in the workout on the bag. So that's why on this particular case, I wanted to focus on the workout on the core and the legs. So that way, it feels more full body, and by the end of it, you should feel more like you got your money's worth. Boom, boom. One more time. 2, 1, uppercut, hook, hook. Next, freestyle round. Boom. Beautiful work. Let's go. Once again, get a swig of water. Keep your gloves on. We got the freestyle, and then we got this one last opportunity for you to let it all go. Let's get it. Boom, once again, we're on the back, freestyle round, okay? Let it go, let it flow, let's get it, pop, pop. All right, and I like to finish up. I like to start off sometimes with a little uppercut. I don't do a whole lot of uppercuts on the bag in terms of the workout because it's a little awkward, and I find that more of an advanced combination, right, or advanced technique. Uppercut on the back is a little awkward, boom, so I use that. I save that for the advanced workout, boom. For right now, we're gonna stick mostly with what we know, what goes well. What's easy, the straight punches and the basic hooks, boom. I might throw an uppercut here and there. If you feel it, you can do it. If not, go ahead and throw a cross or throw something else entirely. Boom. Peep the switch. I don't know if you saw that switch. I rolled out and I switched right quick. You ain't ready. Boom, boom, boom. All right, watch the hand technique. Peep the Mayweatherism. The Mayweatherism. Get it. Pop. 2, 1, time. Beautiful. Once again, water break. Take a couple minutes, grab some water, and we are done. It's time for the cool down round. Let's go. Boom, that is the end of the workout section. Up next, cool down round. I included a cool down because I want to make sure you get your money's worth. We get the full 360 effect, starting with butterfly stretch. Okay, so you peep the technique. I'm sitting what they might call Indian style in some circles, right? Notice my chest is up. My hands are on my ankles, and I'm using my elbows to push my knees down. 20 seconds. Using my elbows to push my knees down and trying to breathe deep in the diaphragm. Boom, time. Transition to child's pose, sitting back, arms extended, sitting my butt back on my heels, right? Stretching my lower back and stretching my lats. If you did a lot of boxing, if you haven't done boxing a lot in the past, you might feel your lats big time after a workout like this, and that's okay. We're gonna stretch that bad boy out so you can recover a little faster. Boom, 20 seconds, and we're gonna transition into Cobra. This is where we push our hips forward. Push our hips down into the ground, extend the abdomen. We did a lot of ab work. Extend the abdomen, and my arms are pushing into the ground, pushing my head up so I can stretch the rectus abdominis. Boom. Now, we're going to do all that basically one more time, all right? We're going to do all that one more time, starting with the, wait for it, boom, back to the butterfly stretch, one more again. 20 seconds, butterfly stretch. Use your elbows, push your knees down. Try to make this one, the second round, a little more aggressive stretch than the first round if you feel it. Once again, chest up, boom, chest up, superhero posture. Grabbing ankles, pushing the knees down with the elbows. Breathe deep. Boom, and then transition again. Child's pose, arms extended, butt back, right? Pressing your chest, pressing your hips back, pressing your chest toward the ground. Extending your arms out in front of you on the ground so that you can get a good stretch in your lats, okay? This is a good, quick, nearly full body stretch. It's just about a full body stretch. It's nice and quick because again, I want to stay true to the 30 minutes, okay? Nice and quick for you to feel like you got a good workout, got a good stretch, and you can recover quickly. Child's pose, one more time. Hit the child's pose for us. Stretch that abdomen, breathe deep, right? Extend your arms into the ground, right? Feet flat. Shoelaces down, hips toward the ground. Breathe. Thank you so much for training with Thryve. I had such a great time with you. Hope you did too. And I hope to catch you on the next workout here. We got more great stuff coming up to you on this app. But until then, follow me on the YouTubes at Jeremy_Thryves and Jeremy D. Murphy on all social media channels. Also, keep your eyes out for, wait for it, coming soon. Get Fighter Fit in 6. Fighter Fit in 6 is the scheduled outline online training program I have for you. 6 weeks with workouts, coaching, and nutrition counseling to get you on track to be in the best shape of your life. Until then, peace.